You know, he has to be away from all of his family. And I'm thankful for everyone who's been checking up on us, checking up on Papi, making sure that he was good, making sure that he's eating while he's in there, because this is a hard time that we're going through, right?
So Iyah is trying to still spin the narrative with the pity party for Natureboy and throwing salt on the people who had sense enough to leave the situation, because it's not going to get any better. Natureboy is not getting out anytime soon. And even if he did get out, he's going to go back eventually, because that's who he is, to treating these people the way that he has been treating them, especially if he doesn't do a lot of time. He's going to get out thinking that he got away with it, and he's going to go back, if they stay, the women that are left, and stop mistreating them again. This is what I believe, in my opinion.
He has to be in a place that they don't really give him food like that. Whatever it is, it's like mixed around like slop. It's hell, you know. Just being in there and having somebody tell you when you can go to sleep, or tell you when you can get up, or tell you when you can get on the phone. Just having your freedom taken away. It's like it's a whole lot that goes with it.
So she talks about the ex-CARBONATION members, not giving them any credit. She is not understanding that the only ones looking crazy here is Iyah, 𝗪𝗛𝗪, and Malia. Everyone else had time to sit with themselves and to come to terms that this is not where it's at. And to also realize that they were being utilized as content, almost like cattle. They were treated inhumane, like animals, and they got tired of it. And Iyah is still brainwashed and reprogrammed. That's why it's normal for her to sit up here and throw salt on someone who's trying to move forward where she's staying stagnant.
You know, so we thankful it's no, yeah, you're right, it's no place to be. And it's a shame, because this goes on every single day. You continuously see an innocent man going to jail for some reason. Number one reason being behind a scorned or a hurt black woman. And I know that a lot of people know what's going on. They know the truth. You know?
So I want to see how long Iyah is going to sit up here, already burnt out and doesn't even realize it, and throw salt on everybody else and make everybody else to be haters and trolls and backstabbers, when ultimately this is what your life is going to look like soon too, when you come to your senses about what you're representing or what you're doing in this current time. That's a waste of time. It is time for Iyah to really get herself together, get back to reality, get back to motherhood, be a mother to her child, make up for lost times that you were caretaking for a boy, but not your boy. And now it's time for you to do the right thing.
So it just sucks, because I've been here since Mexico. You know, I've cooked for everybody. You know, even when there was like 20, 25 people here at a time, all trying to learn off of this one person. And it's like, when they come, you know, people, they expect a certain thing, but when that doesn't happen, you know, people try to be, you know, vindictive, or they try to get their, you know, claim to fame.
And not worry about what people are doing who want better for themselves, because you're only talking about someone who snapped out of the reprogramming, and they're asking for help, and they're apologizing to the people that they disrespected for Natureboy, while you sit up here and try to still flip and spin this narrative that these people are bad.
Even though they say that's not what they're doing, subconsciously they're doing. Because before even me, before I came online, nobody knew me, nobody knew Iyah, nobody knew any of these people except for Papi, because he was the only one who came on here for a certain reason, to proclaim what he knew, to make sure that we knew it too. He came to teach and to proclaim the kingdom, and that's why we're here as well. If you notice, it's only us here. And we were the only ones that were close to Papi. If you've been watching, who did he always have with him? So these people leaving and talking.
When in all actuality, we know that Natureboy is not sitting in jail because he's good or that he's innocent. He's sitting in jail because they obviously have enough evidence to sit him there. And Iyah has to come to terms with that. And Iyah has to understand that it is what it is. Now, if you want to sit here and all the food and the money that you guys get, you're probably selling your food stamps. So all the money you get probably from Malia's disability, if she even gets any, if you want to use that to put on canteen and phone and help be direct so that Natureboy can rally up some more victims, as in females, to help him with canteen alongside with you guys helping him as well, then do so. But don't try to drag everybody else along because you want to stay in this miserable state.
It's like, oh, okay, that's what you're gonna do. It's kind of expected, because they didn't really have a relationship with him. They wanted one, but they didn't do what it took to cultivate one. You know what I'm saying? Like, in order to cultivate a relationship with somebody, you really have to be transparent and honest and tell them, even when it doesn't feel so great, even when you feel embarrassed about it. Like, you still have to just be transparent and honest, and then it's a back and forth. But with these people, it was no back and forth.
I don't understand why anyone's the topic of conversation if it's about the knowledge. If you guys are woke, conscious people, you don't have time to worry about the decisions that others have made with their life that you're not. All you really should have time for is speaking the knowledge, and that alone. But Iyah is Iyah, and Iyah is still brainwashed, and Iyah is going to take some time to reprogram. Everyone's different. We can't fault her for not getting the program, which is that she needs to leave CARBONATION, that Natureboy's never going to tell her he's about to serve a sentence, and it could be upwards to about 20 years. Who knows? It's just the number that I'm throwing out there. But if those harsh charges that have been brought against him are not, removed or looked at by the courts in a way that favors to Natureboy and not Nateri, which we know that's not going to happen, he's going to be doing some time. Because for what it looks like right now, those charges are not moving. They're sticking. They're serious charges. Our charge alone, from people that live in ATL, from my understanding, they would know better than me, holds about 25 years. So you have to be very careful to what you're doing, Iyah, Malia, and 𝗪𝗛, because you don't want to be sitting there for 4 or 5 years and then it just kick in that you wasted another half a decade of your life. Don't let Natureboy rock you to sleep like that. I mean, I know you guys got some ish with you. You act slow at times, but it's really time for y'all to wake up, smell the coffee, and move on. I mean, if True can move on, so can they. I don't understand why these people are trying to hang in there with this man. This man is not getting out. They're trying to hold him. He doesn't even have a conviction yet. So you have to pay attention. And a clear sign that something might not be right is if he's not letting you guys go to his court proceedings. Always remember, if he's not doing that, girls, he's hiding something. Pay attention.